Alright guys, welcome back to another FEH video. It's been a couple days. It's currently December 7th to 12 a.m. for me. That's the recording of this video. So I made another post on Twitter. Community reaction. A lot of you guys seem to like these community reaction videos, so you know what? I'm gonna start doing them more often. So I said community reaction, might make a video on this. Thoughts on the FEH channel? What do you like and dislike? It's been a few days since the book 10 basically has started, and you know, I just wanted to garner everyone's thoughts. It's been a few days. Again, I kind of wanted things to settle down, see what people thought before and after, and yeah, I'll be giving my thoughts as well towards the end of the video, like how I thought of the FEH channel, how I think the book 10 celebration is going, how I think more importantly chosen heroes, if they're good or bad for the game, etc. But yeah, obviously before we get started, feel free to have a comment down below. How do you feel about the FEH channel? How do you feel about the current celebration? And how do you feel about chosen heroes? I would love to know. As always, as I go through these responses, no hate or ill will to anyone. I hope none of you guys go towards these people just because they have a different opinion than you. It's all fun and games. This is a gacha game we all love, at least most of us. So try to keep it civil, okay? Yeah, first is Fancy Dragon. Overall, I thought it was okay. All right, like that they're finally bringing the. Oh, whoops! You did not hear that. Look, like that they're finally bringing the 3 houses units from Alt Hell out, and the designs for Book 10 look really sleek, in my opinion. Chosen heroes feel super niche overall, though, but that's par for course with hero types nowadays. To be honest, that's kind of. Again, I don't want to talk about my opinions too much right now until the very end. But yeah, another hero type. That's understandably so an eye roller. You know, we get literally a new hero type every year, sometimes two. You know, we always usually get one around like September to October because of the Tempest Trial story. And another one so quick right off of Entwined is kind of it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I could totally understand that. Yeah, honestly valid. Next is Akutsu. This is all I need to say. We mean this much in orbs after how many years? Okay. I always like to see the good in everything, but 3 orbs after almost 9 years, I agree. They need to give us more. Like 9 orbs is like they could have given us 10 orbs. That's like 2 summons right there. This is like not even a 1, dude. Like yeah, I agree with you. They need it for massive celebrations like these. It should not hurt for them to give us like 20 to 40 orbs, you know? Like it really shouldn't. It really should not. Celebrations like these is where you're supposed to go crazy for the FTP players, you know, like this is not 3 orbs is not acceptable. I do like the other awards that they gave us. They're giving us like 2K codes. They're giving us a crap ton of blessings and dragon flowers and grails. I like that. The orbs just doesn't. It's 3. It's been 3 for so many years, dude. Come on. I understand that. I totally understand that. Emblem Ike says, Ignatz and Raphael finally having the new heroes return monthly allows good fodder to come back faster, which is peak. I agree. I guess I'm already like breaking my rule saying that I was going to talk about it really towards the end, but I don't understand why people think the new heroes returning monthly is a bad thing. Like, that's a good thing, because 1, we're getting a Forging Bonds rerun and free tickets and just the rerun banner in general faster. That's 1. 2, we don't have to worry about botting anymore, because it seems like everything is just going to come out like monthly. Like what come like in like I could be wrong on this, but but like based on chronological order of banners, they're just gonna start rerunning monthly. And I think that's amazing. I don't know how that's a bad thing. People are twisting that and saying, oh, they want more money, so they're doing that. Let's be honest, a lot of these rerun banners, a lot of people are not really summoning too much on. Not too much on, let's be honest here. And if they do, it's really just for like a one-off, you know? At least from my experience with me talking, okay, let me rephrase that. Not my experience, but like from what I hear from my friends and what they say, and like also just observing the fake community like on Twitter and like my comment section, it's usually just one-offs they're looking for. So they're really not making that much money like from that. So I kind of think it's a little disingenuous being like, oh, they're just doing that because of the money. Like, no, that's just a good thing. Let's be honest. It really is. You're going to complain about a whole bunch of extra divine codes and 5 free summons a month. Like, you're really going to complain about that? Come on. I think that's a little disingenuous, but I think that's a really good thing, personally. The Binding Worlds trade is just great because now there's usable units like Freyr available to pick up. Oh, that's very true. Only downsides are no new modes and chosen heroes feel redundant at best for me. We'll talk about that later. Because new information did come out about chosen heroes. This is why I wanted to wait a little bit before I made this video, but we'll get to chosen heroes in a bit. But yeah, new heroes returning monthly is, I don't know how someone could, like, if you're twisting that into a bad thing, that's just you being disingenuous. I'm just gonna be honest. That's a really good quality of life change. We don't have to worry about bots. We don't have to worry about none of that. All those banners will just be reran monthly periodically. That's amazing. That's, again, if you think that's bad, you're just being disingenuous and you're just probably hurt. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Scarecrow. A short but good Fate channel overall. I love the chosen heroes and IS first attempt in trying to fix Arena for the first time ever. The new pattern is whatever to me. I love my Golden Deer bros, but wish we could have gotten Leonie. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They could have definitely slid her in as like another demo. You know, like, that's a little unfortunate. They could have, see what they could have done is they could have given for like the harmonized duos or like the harmonized CWL, they could have given us like Raphael and then boom, Leonie would have been like this new heroes is GHP. But that's unfortunate. It is what it is. And I'm more than excited for book 10. I need a Fimbulvetter now. Oh my, yeah, Fimbulvetter. Yeah, I have some thoughts about that unit. And that OC, she looks awesome. She has my colors and I love it. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying. I think it's meant to be. But yeah, I don't think she has like when people saw her, it didn't give me the same vibe as when people first saw Baldur. When people first saw Baldur, I was like, bro, she's winning. I sense it in my gut, bro. She's definitely winning CWL. I don't think the same's gonna happen with Fimbulvetter. I think she'll be high, but I don't think she'll be top 5. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see that same. I don't sense that same Gunnar level from one Gunnar to another. It. What am I saying? From one Gunnar to another, it does not seem like she's gonna win. I'm just gonna say that right now. So rest assured, everybody. Azkaz, my goat. Leonie being skipped is an L. The new heroes besides Lysithea I really don't care about. I did like the revivals coming every month and the new OC lady though. Besides that, pretty meh channel for me. Okay, that's pretty fair. That's, yeah. All right. Nothing, all right. I think it's pretty, okay. Can't complain there. See, the thing that IS needs to do, they need to learn peaks and valleys, bro, because I feel like if you want people to summon on these banners with respectfully are not with like characters that are not very popular, you gotta make them stand out. I'm not saying necessarily make them broken, but like you gotta make them like very unique and crazy. Like not crazy as in broken, but like you just gotta make them stand out to entice. Like if the character like Ignatz, I love Ignatz. I'm like one of the very few. He's my son. I love Ignatz. But like a lot of people don't like Ignatz. Give him something in his kit that's makes people raise an eyebrow. That's like, huh, maybe this might be interesting, like slotting into a team. Maybe this might be like, you know, like not everything has to be like, oh, we have to just rely on Lynn. Oh my god, we just have to rely on Camilla. Oh my god, we have to rely on Lucina. Like, not everything has to be like, oh, rely on the same like 20 characters across like 19 Fire Emblem games, you know? Like, kits also matter. Kits also matter. So I wish they kind of did better balancing with that, if that makes sense, you know? But yeah, fair enough, Vaz. Purple Raid says, it's low-key one of my favorite Fate channels. Ooh. We're going back to the realms, and we start with Niffle. That means Ylgr could, oh yeah, if you guys don't know, Purple Raid is a very big Ylgr fan, so they're pretty excited. Could be relevant, so I'm so excited. Then we also got Lysithea ult. Also very excited for Binding Worlds update, so I can get Spring Bernadette emerges. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. At this time of the year, Binding World updates are just given at that point. There's some pretty good meta, like some meta-ish. Okay, I don't want to say meta. That's some pretty decent picks you can get through this Binding Worlds update. I think Joel has a graphic, so if you're not in his server or if you're not following him on Twitter, definitely give him a follow. I think he posted, I think it was him or PM1. Regardless, follow them. I'm pretty sure one of them has it up. One of them might have a graphic as like everyone that's like relevant, quote unquote, that you can like pick up from it. So check that out. Kemp Gaming. I'm really happy. Wow. I think chosen heroes are the balance we needed between nothing burger hero types like aided / entwined and borderline must summons like emblems. The banner wasn't for me, but those characters were due for a base for a while. New book is cool, pun intended. I guess I'll talk about it a little bit, but yeah, I definitely think chosen heroes are the good middle ground between fixing arena. I'll elaborate more later, but I kind of agree. I kind of agree. New book is cool. I think it's cool. I'm kind of shocked that a lot of people were like, what? We're going back to Niffle? What the fuck? It's like, dude, they like made it pretty fucking clear, like the last chapter in book 9, that we're going to be revisiting realms, and like each stage of Ragnarok is probably going to be its own book. Like, we're in here for another 3 or 4 years, buddy, and we're going to be revisiting the 9 realms. So I don't know how the fuck that was a surprise, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just hope that, again, they execute it right, because Face story is not the most consistent. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, thanks for your response, Kemp. Gabriel Benson, love the Jailbird PFP. Outside of the banner, I loved it. Upgraded Alphonse is the male OC. We're returning to book 2. The Ragnarok arc is technically a part 3 for all the previous books up to this point. Sounds like a win for me. I just hope that Liv isn't the only book 3 related OC. I'm tired of him. That's crazy. People actually would normally say they're tired of Fjorm and not Liv. So that's an interesting take. I mean, I understand both sides. More so Fjorm, because like they insert Fjorm every chance they get. Every other forging bonds, once a year or sometimes twice a year on a banner. It's I understand it. I love Fjorm, but I could definitely see why people are definitely upset about it. Again, I'm looking forward to the story. Again, I know freaking Faye story isn't some Shakespearean like novel, but I enjoyed the ride it has, like for what it is. You know, I'm not expecting going into Faye being like, oh my god, this isn't on the same realm as like 3 houses. This game sucks. You know, like I'm not like that. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad you're excited for it. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Carlos Rafael says, like Alphonse's new look, now he's full Lord mode. Liv coming back always makes my day. Dislike Fjorm, period. Again, I can't really blame people for not liking Fjorm. Next is Squid. I think chosen heroes are fine. For the first time, a new kind of hero that I actually like with almost no caveats. Okay, we'll get back to that later. They probably regret that part. They probably regret saying that part now. They fix a major problem in Arena, that some units are unusable for scoring. They make Arena slightly less frustrating and they buff your whole account. Perfect. Yeah, again. We'll talk about this in a little bit, but yeah, I pretty much share the same sentiment with you. Thanks, Squid, for your response. Flaming Scion. Ooh, that's a fire ass. Whoa, no pun intended. Flaming Scion. That sounds sick, dude. And off topic, but I have a feeling. Oh, your other replies down here. Let's read. Okay, let's read this one first. I liked it. Glad we got a new Alphonse. I'm excited to see what Leaf does in the story. They're both my favorite FEHs. The banners, whatever, I'm not interested. Everything else is cool. Most likely ℭ𝔯𝔢𝔦 at the end of the month. I don't know if it'll be ℭ𝔯𝔢𝔦. She's got her Arena alt. Fuck you, DTM. That's Lucina alt. And then she's a backpack for Lynn. I don't know. I mean, I guess they could. A lot of people will be mad. I wouldn't, but I just don't like hearing people upset. So, because then it gets me sad. I'm like, oh, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see in like 2 weeks. So probably less than 2 weeks, actually. Probably like 10 to 12 days around there from the recording of this video. And off topic, but I have a feeling that they would skip Emblem Roy and Leaf and start doing emblem bracelets. I don't know. I feel like IS really doesn't like Roy. I'd believe that, or Leaf like that, because they really only give them alts because they need to, or they have no other character choice. I kind of agree with that. Unfortunately, I love Roy, but yeah, they kind of get done really dirty. Can't even. It does make me sad. But yeah, thanks Flaming Scion for the response. Next we have Royal Ultimax, like Fimbulvetter, and I'm assuming chosen Fjorm looks absolutely stunning. And that book 10 movie was insane. I'm hyped for it. That movie was really sick. That was really sick. This, like, I was really looking forward to the next 3 houses new heroes banner, but it being just Golden Deer plus Special Alphonse was really disappointing. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for those. Again, I'm happy for those that wanted these new heroes. They finally got their base version that they deserved. But yeah, I was kind of expecting a little more too. I mean, I think it's literally what, Leonie? I think it's literally Leonie that's like missing, right? From like all the students, like literally. Wow. Yeah, I think it's literally just Leonie. Everyone else has been added, right? I mean, aside from like, we're missing Hanneman, we're missing Manuela, we're missing... I guess they can do a base Sothis, but what the hell is that gonna look like? Would that look like what she looks like in the mural? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I think I kind of agree. Oh, and then I guess we're missing also like Rodrigue, Gilbert, but who wants that? All the like other side characters. I'm the ones that are, oh my god, the one from Crimson Flower that's blanking in my mind. Rudolph and the little sister. Yeah, we're oh, Flavia too. Yeah. We're still missing those. Maybe next new 3 houses new heroes might be a banger. I'm expecting the next 3 houses new heroes in like probably like a year from now to be like a super banger. I could see it. Yeah, thanks Royal Ultimax. Next is Washwa. Loki very hyped. I like where the story is going, and the new Alphonse and Fjorm design freaking rocks. That's a hot take, the Fjorm design one. I've seen so much people shit on it. I love Fjorm regardless. I love her in every universe, no matter how freaking stupid she looks, but to each their own, to each their own. The new OC is pretty cool too. I don't care for the new 3 houses banner though. Yeah, it seems like a pretty common opinion. The 3 houses banner is pretty underwhelming for a lot of people. Understandably so. Those aren't really super exciting characters. And then the one exciting character left from Three Houses that most people really like is just not there. Leonie's just not there, which that's unfortunate. Next is Enkali. Faye looked cool and cozy. And the free evolved Alphonse is cool. Lysithea looked good. I love Lysithea. She looks amazing. Unfortunately, I cannot summon, but yeah. And well, no, that's it. The rest was kind of underwhelming, even with no expectations. This Fate channel definitely did need a little bit more of an oomph. To me, it was like a 7 out of 10. I really value the arena changes. Again, we'll get to that in a little bit, but I can understand why for most people it's still underwhelming. Like Binding Roll update in Three Houses banner finally, and the new book character dislike no frickin' female Byleth. Oh, and don't worry, our time in the sun the sun will shine on us once more. Trust me. Just give it a little bit. Guy that likes canon. Like the banner, don't care for the new hero type and the fact that Leonie got... Yeah, a lot of people really just am sad that Leonie got skipped. That was like the one Three Houses Golden Deer character that I think a lot of people were still like excited for. So yeah, no, that genuinely just sucks. I feel bad. Byleth's Boba banner's pretty terrible. Yeah, that's valid. The updates were almost non-existent. Agree to disagree. Story stuff was cool, but that's it. Again, fair. Black Knight for C. Wow, I liked Fjorm's hat. That's yeah, no, that's valid. That's super valid. Yeah. I mean, wow, that's all the responses I gotten already. Wow, we like went through this quick. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I guess I'll start talking about like how I feel now. Again, thanks everyone for your responses and everything. I personally like the Fate channel a lot. Okay, I think it was like a 7 out of 10 Fate channel. 7 out of 10. Let me say that. I don't think it was like the best Fate channel by any means. I could definitely see where people have their criticisms. Although I do think that some of the things that IS is doing is kind of being overlooked by like rage and hatred, which again, a lot of it is warranted. I'm not gonna like tell you how to feel. Like, feel free to like rant or be upset for IS's like negligence and like, you know, them not listening to us at times. But I do think that some of the things that we have been complaining about were heard. For example, and I just need to rant about this also a little bit. Everyone and their mother has been complaining about like most units having conditions. If you're in 3 rows or 3 columns and you're breathing and you have a heart and you have organs and a freaking frontal lobe, you get plus 15 to all stats. Or no, you get stats times X. And X is like, everyone was complaining about that. We were all like, why is that even a thing? Even in modes like summoner duels where positions matter the most, everyone still hit those 3 rows, 3 columns and hit 14 to all stats super easily. Now that they said, I don't know if you guys noticed, but now in like the past, like what, 2 to 3 banners, they basically removed that. And they're either having a 3 space condition or they're just flat out giving it to you for free. And then now that that's a thing, and it makes the text so much smaller, now for some reason are complaining, being like, oh my god, now these units don't have weaknesses. It's like, there's no winning. There's no winning. There's literally no winning. I don't know. Like, I think that's crazy. Like, I personally really don't think it matters. I think that's more of a good thing that they got rid of that, because now everything's mad condensed and just easy to read. It just is. And now like people are now saying that that's a bad thing. I'm like, okay, bro, you can't win. Like, that kind of annoyed me. I need to let that out. That like super annoyed me. Seeing that everywhere, being like, oh my god, now the condition's gone. Now how the hell am I gonna win these units? Like, what? The same way you always have been. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's crazy to me. But so things like that I really enjoyed. I said this earlier, the monthly revivals being a thing is amazing. Again, I think you got to be pretty disingenuous, respectfully, to say that new hero revival banners being monthly is a bad thing. I think that's got to be very disingenuous. Don't act like you voting for a unit to come back 3 months later after the voting when they're probably already obsolete at the time. And then on top of that, the other banner that you probably wanted to come back may or may not come back because they might be 4th, which means they're kicked out of the voting pool. Like, come on, you can't just say this is bad now. Like, come on. Like, I don't get how that's a bad thing. That's more free tickets. That's more codes you're getting per month. Like, that's good. That's really good. That's so good. I don't get how people can complain about that. That's a free win. People are really complaining for more free summons and more codes a month. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. And you don't have to worry about you know, whatever banner you hope to vote for getting kicked out because they got 4th place in the voting pool. You know, like, that's such a good thing. That's such a good thing. I think that's a W. Whatchamacallit? Book 10. I mean, we've been at this for how long now? It could be fine to be excited for a book, but at the end of the day, we gotta wait to see how it actually turns out. Like, that's just how it is. Not really many thoughts there. Fimbulvetter looks really cool. Me and her match the same colors. I don't think she's gonna win Choose Your Legend. She again, her fans don't have the same oomph as Baldur did or Eikthenir. So while I do think she might place high, I don't think she'll win. I don't think she'll win. I still think Azura's a lock. And then after that is Tsubasa and Ivy. I think that's, you know, and respectfully, Engage and TMS fans, y'all gotta learn how to rally, bro. You guys had this in the bag for like, what, 2 to 3 years? I think 2 years. Like, come on, this has to be 1 year. You guys gotta learn how to rally. Come on. Next, let's talk about Chosen Heroes. Now, again, I wanted to wait to make this video because I wanted more information to come out with Chosen Heroes. I wanted to see it in practice. I wanted to see how much it would affect scoring and whatnot. Before we get into that, something very important popped up. So shout outs to Dark on Twitter. They submitted an inquiry asking IS, can the new Chosen Hero Alphonse be used in modes like Ether Raids while it is win season without losing score, just as it is with legendary heroes? Do they also get stat bonuses? And they responded with, thank you for reaching out to us. That information is not yet public. We'll let you know. Then eventually they reached out. Like a bit later. Dear player, thank you so much for your patience. Unlike legendary heroes, chosen heroes are not affected by mythic effects, even during their own season. Chat. If you use... All right, let me break it down to you. So, if you're playing Ether Raids and it's Earth season, you can bring legendary Sakura, and you'll get those points, and she'll get those like mythic stat boosts because it's Earth season. If it wasn't Earth season, she wouldn't get those stats. Chosen Alphonse, even if it's win season, he's not getting any mythic stats, and that is a big deal. I don't think I have to explain why that's a big deal. He's missing out on 15 HP and 9 stats. That makes him age really badly. And not just him, any chosen hero from here on out. Sure, maybe right now you can get away with him not needing it, but that's still really big. That's huge. You're essentially like, they're essentially not like letting you use him in ARO. Like that's crazy to me. Like I don't know what they were thinking with that. I was team chosen heroes like since it was announced, but this is hard for me to justify liking chosen heroes as much as I, you know, would have hoped. Being barred from using a unit from another game mode is not good. Before you guys go crazy in my comments, I would like to encourage everyone watching this video to please send an inquiry asking if they can fix this. If we can cry enough to make them roll over that arena change that they tried doing on us, we can do this. Just please be respectful and let them know your thoughts. Do that with anything Fae related. Please just be respectful and honest. Like, you know, like don't be hostile. Don't like curse them out. Like be honest. Be like, hey, this isn't really fair. You know, why are we being barred from using a unit in a different game mode? Like that's whack. That's crazy. You can only use this unit like 2/3 of a game mode. Like he can be used in summoner duels and arena. That's it. Can't be used in like that's crazy. That's insane. So that's something I wanted to bring up first because that's very, very important. Next is like just the arena function itself and with chosen heroes. I think people are overthinking it way fucking hard. Like with chosen heroes, everyone's being like, oh my god, now I need a legendary, a duo, and a chosen hero. Oh my god, this sucks. Oh my god, now I need more. It's like, no, you really don't. Maybe I guess this will impact the people trying to hit rank 1 in every game mode, but I'm sorry, 99% of the player base would actually love using chosen heroes and would rather want to plus 10 a chosen hero than a legendary or a duo. First of all, when you're plus 10 a chosen hero, you're really plus 10ing 2 people. Let's be on. Okay, maybe not plus 10ing 2 heroes, but like kind of, if that makes sense. So, all right, let me explain it to you. To those that are confused about this chosen hero change. All right, let me explain it to you. Because a lot of people are so confused about this. Understandably so. They did a really shitty job at explaining this. So, Alphonse, right? Chosen Alphonse. This is how he works. So, Alphonse, he shares. So, you know how every legendary, they have like a dual effect, right? Or duos also. Like, regardless of how much stats they have, their effect, like that, like icon that they have, has an effect that says they scored this much. Everyone's aware of that, right? Okay. I hope you're aware of that. Go click it. It'll tell you. Every legendary is different. Every duo is different, especially if you're older. The older ones will be less. The newer ones will be a higher score. Whatever. So Alphonse, he has a dual effect. It's 220 BST. He is 220 BST. Let's just simplify it, okay? He's 220 BST. All right. He has the ability to share that dual effect with whoever you want. So let's say Fallen Dimitri as an example. Not only that, but he makes it so that Fallen Dimitri, whatever skills Fallen Dimitri, whether he has fucking Breath of Life 1, it's all treated as the same cost as the highest between him or Alphonse. So if Dimitri has Breath of Life 1 and Chosen Alphonse has attack speed or attack defense Faith 4, Dimitri's C skill is going to be treated like attack defense Faith 4 in terms of scoring. So he doesn't need a tier 4 skill. If Alphonse has quick riposte 1, and then Dimitri has a tier 4 skill, potent finish, Dimitri is gonna, his potent finish is gonna count. It's not gonna copy Alphonse's quick riposte 1. You see what I'm saying? So that's really good. that means, you know, again, you're kind of saving resources, because now Dimitri, I'm just gonna assume, I don't know why you would change it or make it worse, but I'm just gonna assume you kept Chosen Alphonse's base kit, and then let's say you gave Chosen Alphonse rally, like a rally for it, because he doesn't come with like a dual rally. Chosen Alphonse has a dual rally. You can give Fallen Dimitri reposition, and his reposition will score just as high as a dual rally. Or if you give Fallen Dimitri an AoE special, it's gonna score just as high as whatever the hell Alphonse's new special is. Frickin' King Kong Alphonse, whatever. I don't know. That's really good. Now, merges still do matter, because that's just the reality we're in. Unfortunately, Arena counts merges the most out of everything, and you still need merges. But I just think it's great that plus 10ing this kind of unit while saving a blessing, and also skill inheritance resources, and also having the luxury of essentially using your old favorite units in Arena and being able to counterpick common enemies in Arena. I think that is huge. I think that's huge. Like, literally. Oh, you're scared, you're still struggling with Marnie or like saves? Like, they're being annoying for you to like get in properly? Oh, look at you. This Dimitri fan has a plus 10 Fallen Dimitri. Or like, I don't like, you know, like the team comps are just like, it gives you, like, one of my biggest issues with Arena was, for the average player, your Arena core, you don't really pick it most of the time. It picks you, you know, whether it's a legendary that you accidentally plus 10, or, oh, damn, my high BST Grail unit from 2 years ago isn't doing well. I need a plus 10. This new high BST Grail unit. You know, like, it saves you that. Like, I just, I don't know. I just think that, like, it's like people are kind of overthinking how much this is like gonna make it harder to get into or stay into tier 21, when it really isn't the case. I almost maintained tier 21 this week with a +0 Alphonse and a +1 bonus hero, and I only had a +2, and I only had 2 plus 10 units. You could not have fucking done that before. I'm saying that right now. You could not have fucking done that before. I could see the argument where this could probably hurt those that are trying to aim for rank 1, I guess, in like Arena, which I guess, yeah, that can suck. But now, if you want me to be blunt and obvious, you already signed up for that life to plus 10 everything. I don't know why this is different. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't. You already signed up for that life. But yeah. I think that the inclusion and the effects on scoring in Arena people are thinking it's more negative than it actually is, when I wholeheartedly disagree, even after just using it. Again, with 2+2 units, the Alphonse, and then the +1 bonus unit, I was almost able to maintain. I was 4 points off for maintaining. 4. For those who don't know, it's 776 to maintain. And I was 772. I know it's 776 because that's the bare minimum. Because for me, since I know that's the level to maintain, I tell myself, why am I going to score higher if that's just going to make my run harder, when all I'm looking for is the 5 orbs in the crown? So, you know? And again, I don't think most people even are trying to maintain anyways. I think a lot of people, the average Fate player, is just really just trying to tier 20.5 this. So I think for the average Fate player, this is like just good. And I wouldn't even consider myself the average Fate player, and I still think this is good. Again, I could see the argument if you wanted to hit rank 1 every week for Arena, why it could be bad, but I mean this with all due respect, you did sign up for that. If you wanted to rank 1 every single week in Arena, you signed up already wanting a +10 every new legendary, every new duo. Like, you know, I think people are being a little too harsh on this new hero type. This is like again, in a perfect world, we don't have to +10 anything to maintain high ranks. They could think of a new amazing scoring system, but this is just a world we live in. 9 years of this, it is what it is. But I think this is a good middle ground. I firmly believe that. I think this is a fine middle ground. Now, again, with the new information, with how these units can basically not be used in freaking ether raids, or like not get those stat bonuses, that hurts. That really sucks, and I don't understand why they don't get those stat bonuses. That's definitely got to be a fix. That, you know, that's something they need to definitely fix. And I think with enough people setting inquiries and, you know, how they feel about the new hero type, or again, even if it's anything about this game in general, I think it's good to let IS know. Send your inquiries, be respectful, be honest, you know, be cordial, you know, just tell them how you feel, you know, and again, just don't be an asshole. Don't curse them out. Don't threaten them. Be like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking drop this guy. You know, like, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much the community reaction for this. I'm gonna start doing these a lot more. A lot of you guys like it. Maybe I'll start posting these in the YouTube community post, so I can get more responses. I think I'll do that next. Yeah, that'll be it for me, everyone. It's about to be 3 a.m. for me at December 7th. It'll probably be up in like 9 hours, maybe, when this recording. But yeah, let me know how you guys felt. Again, I'm a human being. This is all my opinion also. I may be wrong about certain things. I may also be looking over a couple of things. I'm human. Feel free to let me know down below. Members, I appreciate you. I love you. And yeah, that's pretty much it, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.